welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. Today is Thursday, August 31st, and we are talking with Joe Gavazzi from JoeGavazziSports.com about 4 games that go this Saturday, week 1 of college football. One of those games, of course, is the first game in the Tom Herman era at Texas. Of course, Texas got rid of Charlie Strong, maybe a bit prematurely. I think that's the case, at least in my opinion, and they replaced him, of course, with Tom Herman coming over from Houston. Their first game is going to be at home against Maryland. And Joe Gavazzi, of course, Texas returns a lot of talent this year, and my first thoughts were that I was going to be looking to bet on Texas, but to my eye, at least in this first game of the season, they're getting a hell of a lot of line respect, 18.5 or 19 against a pretty good Maryland team, right? They're an experienced team. They had a good recruiting class, a nice coach. And so Maryland is no slouch of a team, getting almost 3 touchdowns. Line opened at about 17, and it's gotten bet up. So not sure what's caused that line movement. That could be public action or non-sharp action that caused that movement. But clearly, there's been a move in Texas's favor. The total is 56. Heritage has 56.5. And I'm thinking that we might see a little bit, we might be a little bit more likely than the market is giving credit for it to see a smash mouth style game here. I think we're going to see strong defenses from both sides, maybe a little bit more running. So I would be leaning to the under at 56, and at 18.5 or 19, as good as Texas is, they return a lot of talent this year. Obviously, Herman is a very motivating coach. Just feels like, I don't know, a few too many points. Maybe Maryland plus 19 would be the way to go. Very interested to hear what you have to say about this game, Joe Gavazzi.
I'm right on board with your selection of the Terps in this one, Peter. Perception reality game here, or because it's the Texas Longhorns, they have a big name coach in Herman. This line's been pumped up. You're absolutely right. They returned 17 starters, 75 lettermen, could arguably be a top 10 most experienced team. But if you don't have much history with those players, how good can they be? And by history, I'm talking on the defensive side of the field. When even under Charlie Strong, who's known as a good defensive coach, this team the last 2 years combined allowed 31 points and 450 yards. You know, it's been a trying week for the Texas Longhorns. There's the impact of the storm down there, Hurricane Harvey coming through there. And of course, they have to adjust both to a new head coach Herman and new defensive coordinators and the new schemes. May not be quite ready to play their best football. Remember, Herman became an overrated entity after about a year and a half. He led Houston to a superb 22-5 straight up record, but in his last 8 games, his Cougars were 1-7 against the spread. Yes, the line has truly caught up to and surpassed Herman as a head coach. On the other side of the field, as you pointed out, a rapidly improving Maryland team under DJ Durkin, a highly respected coach. He did have a top 20 recruiting class this year, and this is a team who is definitely on the come. Remember, they had a winning record last year, and that meant 15 bowl practices, something Texas did not. I love taking big dogs who had bowl practices with big favorites who did not, and that's exactly where Maryland fits in game 1. Terps plus the 19 for us.
That's what I was thinking as well, Joe Gavazzi. And as I was researching this game, I was, again, I've been thinking that I was going to want to bet on Texas this year, and maybe especially in the early going. But the more I researched it, the more I was liking Maryland. And then I made myself pull the trigger, and I actually did make a bet on Maryland at plus 19. And just if you have any thoughts about, because yes, Texas did significantly underperform defensively, at least underperform their expectations when Charlie Strong was head coach. I was thinking that they're going to come in here and really ramp it up and try to prove that they're a team that can be strong defensively. So I was leaning towards the under. Would you disagree with that? You think they're going to struggle again against Maryland here?
Well, I think that Maryland's going to try to slow it down a little bit. So I'm not sure that we're going to get the kind of fast-paced game that Tom Herman would like to have in either his first game or later down the road. I believe that may come later for the Longhorns. And as a result, based on the tempo and the speed of the game, I would agree with your underside.
Great to hear. Joe Gavazzi from JoeGavazziSports.com. Love hearing your in-depth breakdowns of all these games and these videos that we do. Of course, there's a lot more of this at your website, JoeGavazziSports.com. Tell us about that, Joe.
It is JoeGavazziSports.com. And as I've told you in previous videos, you can get the point spread prognosis games for just $1 a piece. But if you'd like some free games, such as the one I just gave you with Texas and Maryland, and the same type of analysis, go to JoeGavazziSports.com, click on free college basketball picks and get college football picks and get my top 8 free college football picks, no cost to you at all, easy to use. JoeGavazziSports.com. College football free picks will do it for you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Joe.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.